Welcome into the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to KVRX's coverage of Austin area high school basketball. Jeff Barker alongside Mark Skol here with you. Mark, band just started playing here, but we're out here at Westlake High for the Westlake Chaparrals taking on the Austin High Maroons. Westlake coming into this one 18-10, 10-5 in district play, 4th place in District 14-6A. Austin High, on the other hand, 13-14, 5th place. So no playoff chances for the Maroons. We'll get to the Chaparrals playoff chances in a minute, but Mark, first, want to bring you into the broadcast now. Talk a little bit about senior night, because that's what it is out here at Westlake. You know, they just honored some of these guys. There's 8 of them before the game. What does senior night mean to these guys? If you can kind of put into perspective for us and for our listeners, because you were from Clear Lake High School and you just graduated last semester playing basketball.
Well, senior night for basketball because, one, I mean, for Westlake, it's not the last game of the season because they'll have playoffs, but it's the last time they'll ever play a game in this gym in front of the home crowd. So it's definitely going to be a lot of. I was at the gym every day practicing, playing games. Like, it seemed like every day of my life. But now it's your last time ever playing in this gym in front of a crowd. So it's got to be exciting. It's their last game here ever. It's got to be like, yes, we finally did it, but then at the same time, it's sad. Like, it's finally it's over. Like, it's something sad to see, but it's all in good fun.
Yeah, and those 8 seniors for Westlake are number 1, Isaac Reichley, number 2, Harrison Hackney, number 3, Lucas Goldberg, number 10, Andrew Seegers, number 20, Gavin Woodard, number 24, Matthew Murphy, number 30, Travis Brown, and number 50, Reed Weiss. So, Mark, let's about 3 minutes till we tip off here. Let's dig a little bit deeper into this matchup here. Like we said, Austin High, they're not playing for much at this point. They're out of playoff contention, 7th place in the district. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. We talked to Coach Andy Dedney before this one. He said all these guys tonight are going to get in. They have 11 guys on their roster, a lot of them seniors. What do you expect to see from Austin High tonight?
Well, Austin High, they're just going to be playing. They're just going to be not playing. Like you said, they're not playing for anything. And it's actually it's a disappointing year for Coach Andy Dedney because he's been at Austin High for 11 years. He's been the head coach of the varsity team for 6 years, and this is the first year in his tenure as head coach for Austin High that they haven't made the playoffs. So it's disappointing, but in this last game of the season, they're definitely just going to try to have a lot of fun, and you're seeing it because this whole team tonight, everyone on their team has a headband on. So it's definitely, you never see a team wearing headbands, like a team full of headband. But that's definitely just because they're trying to enjoy this last night playing together as a team.
Fun little thing to send the seniors out on. They're all wearing white headbands. For those of you that can't see this, since we're on a radio broadcast here. But Mark, Austin High, they've got something to look forward to. They've got a lot of young guys on this team, and also they've got a pretty solid JV team. Coach Dedney told me they've only lost 2 games this year, so I'm sure they'll be back in contention for the playoffs next year with Coach Dedney as their head coach again. Westlake, on the other hand, though, about a minute 30 left to go before we tip off here. Westlake, they're coming off an 8-point loss to Anderson last Friday. That was a big loss because they would have locked up that 3rd spot in district with that win. Now a win tonight only guarantees them a chance at 3rd place. They would still need Anderson to lose to Bowie tonight, which is, if you look at the records, unlikely, but still a chance here for Westlake. So, Mark, they're playing for a lot here.
Oh, they're definitely playing for a lot. They're playing for that 3rd seed in playoffs, and it's definitely a better chance to be playing. Like, I'd rather be playing Pflugerville for this 2nd seed rather than McNeil for the 1st seed. So that's definitely, they definitely want to win this game and definitely get a chance for the 3rd seed. But what stinks is that if they win and Anderson loses tonight, then they'll be tied for the 3rd seed, and they'll do a coin flip to decide who gets the 3rd seed because they don't want other teams to come and scout them for a 1-game playoff. For me, I would rather play for the game to see who's the actual real 3rd seed, but it makes sense not to, so other teams from the other districts can't come and scout them for the playoffs.
Well, and as Coach Canfield was kind of telling us last week when we were out at Lake Travis, maybe being in that 4th spot might even be better for Westlake because they would be taking on teams from a different district. They'd be taking on the number 1 team, that 1st place team in District 13-6A, which is the Round Rock schools. You mentioned both McNeil and Pflugerville. Right now in District 13-6A, it's McNeil with the slight lead over Pflugerville, but McNeil will still have to win tonight to lock that up. Playing one of those teams, as Coach Canfield was telling us, will be better than playing maybe one of the other teams they might be matched up against. They're 2nd or 3rd in district from Humble and Atascocita. Probably some better teams out there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely probably be better to be a 4th seed, too, so you never know with these 2 teams.
And we're going to pause 1 second here. We'll be back with the tip-off in just a few minutes. You're listening to KVRX's coverage of Austin Area High School basketball. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to KVRX's coverage of Austin Area High School basketball. Jeff Barker and Mark Skol here with you tonight. We're back here at Westlake High School for the Westlake Chaparrals taking on the Austin High Maroons. Just a couple seconds from tip-off here. Your starters for Austin High: Ben Sheridan, Davis Franklin, Bo Callbecker, Rafael Ramirez, and Willie Gooding. For Westlake, Matt Kelly, Isaac Reichley, Harrison Hackney, Lucas Goldberg, and Andrew Seegers. The opening tip controlled by Westlake and Isaac Reichley. Now it's Harrison Hackney with it. Top of the key, almost stolen. Back over to Reichley on the perimeter. Reichley dribbles left, dishes out. That was Kelly for three. Out to Harrison Hackney and the baseline for three, and that's good. Westlake up quickly, 3-0.
Great ball movement early by the Westlake Chaparrals. Got a wide open three-pointer in the corner due to a lot of great passes.
Now Austin High quickly on the other end. That one's good. It's number 14, Bo Callwalker, with a little floater on the baseline. Westlake back with it now, 30 seconds into the game. Reichley with it now, top of the key to Andrew Seegers. Seegers back left to Reichley, working on Sheridan. Reichley's got it now, still working on Sheridan. Looks like he might try to get in the post. Now out the corner, three for Seegers, no good. Now it's Austin High back with it on the break. That's number 5, Davis Franklin with it, up and good. Looked like he might dish it to his right, but he held on to it and made it layup with some contact, but no call. Westlake bringing it back up the court.
Austin High's not allowing anything inside right now, looking for a lot of shots on the perimeter for the Chaparrals tonight.
Now it's Matt Kelly with it over to Harrison Hackney. He puts up the three. That would have been the second one of the game. No good, but it's tipped back out by Matt Kelly to Isaac Reichley. Reichley now dribbles left. That's Kelly again in the corner. Thought about the three. No good. Now, great ball moving right there. That's over to 10, Andrew Seegers. They fed it into the post to Lucas Goldberg, and he found the cutter for the easy layup.
Just like they drew it up. Great play there.
Austin High with it now. It's Ben Sheridan dribbling. Pulls up right in between the free throw line and the rim. Tosses up a little floater, and that is good. Give Austin High a 1-point lead. About 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Austin High is definitely coming out aggressive in this game. They're not trying to let anything in the paint, and they're getting a lot of great shots on the offensive side of the ball.
Matt Kelly with it now down low. Tosses out to Reichley. Reichley's three is no good, and the rebound is to number 35, Rafael Ramirez in Austin High. Now number 34, Willie Gooding's three is up and no good for Austin. Reichley on the board, pushing it up the floor for Westlake. Picks it and dishes out to Matt Kelly. Matt Kelly puts up another three, and that one's good. Kelly starting out hot from the three-point line. He's 2 for 3 on the night. Excuse me, that was Harrison Hackney. On the assist from Isaac Reichley. For 20, Ben Sheridan fumbling at the top of the key, but he regains control. Sheridan with it now, dribbling left. Over and up for three. That was number 5, Davis Franklin, no good. Rebound corralled by Matt Kelly and Westlake. And ball will go to Austin High.
Good look there by the Westlake. Just they weren't on the two players weren't on the same page. Reichley and I believe it was Matt Kelly. They weren't on the same page there, and just ball went out of bounds.
Austin High back with it now. It's Franklin with it. Over to Rafael Ramirez. Now it's Callbecker. Callbecker swings it. Over to Ramirez. Ramirez dribbles himself into a little hole in the baseline. Gets it out to Willie Gooding, but Gooding couldn't corral it, and is controlled by Westlake now. It's Isaac Reichley with it. Reichley goes over the baseline to number 10, Andrew Seegers. Back to Reichley now, top of the key, dribbling in. And that's Harrison Hackney up for another three. That one's no good. Offensive rebound. Guys jostling for it, and that's going to go to Lucas Goldberg, and Westlake, they'll maintain possession. Reichley setting up the half-court offense. Kelly with it now, out to Hackney. Hackney almost took another three right there. Reichley with it. He's got a screen coming from Goldberg, takes it. Got a nice little right-handed floater for Isaac Reichley, and he's usually shooting with his left hand, though, Mark, so good move with the offhand there.
Oh, great move with the offhand. Westlake's looking really good right now. They're definitely showing no no sympathy for this Austin High team, even though they're not in the playoffs. They're definitely playing like a playoff team right now, getting great shots on the offensive side of the ball.
And Westlake back on the break. It was Reichley down low to Hackney. Hackney up and good. And another point right there for number 2, Harrison Hackney. That's 8 quick points for the senior. Westlake leads 12-6 with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Great way to start your senior night in front of the home crowd.
Austin High now, it's Davis Franklin working on Matt Kelly. Kalbacher is going to take a 3 from way out. That's no good. Rebound is to Goldberg and Westlake. Kelly taking it up the floor now. Thought he had a man. Andrew Seegers down low. Looked like it was stopped by Austin High, but they're going to call a kick. Ball will remain Westlake basketball.
All right, 2 freshmen are checking in the game for Westlake. Luke Kleiman and Matthew Meyer. Matthew Meyer in warm-ups, he was dunking it really easily, it seemed like. Let's see if we can get a dunk in here right now.
There are those 2 freshmen getting involved early, though. It's Reichley now with it around the perimeter. Comes off the screen. Out now to Matthew Meyer. Meyer up and no good. They're going to call a foul on the ground, though. Ball will remain with Westlake. 2:53 left to go in the first quarter. It's Westlake 12, Austin High 6. Reichley taking it out under the basket. That's Luke Plyman controlling it. Dribbles left, picks up his dribble. Back out now to Reichley. Reichley the point guard for Westlake. Reichley dribbling left, picks up his dribble though. Back out to Plyman. Plyman coming off a screen from Meyer. Keeps it up top of the key. It's Reichley now. Had it in the baseline. Thought about a 3. No, it dishes back out to Kelly.
Austin High is definitely playing a lot more aggressive defensively, and you see them just get a steal right there.
Yeah, and Kelly thought he had Meyer in the post, but it was stolen by number 5, Davis Franklin. Now it's Jeffrey Gary in the game for Austin High. A nice move up there. Gets by a Westlake defender. No good, though. Rebound will remain with Austin High, but now it's Davis Franklin dribbling in. He loses the ball. Up over now to Matt Kelly. Pushes over to Reichley on the perimeter. Down into Meyer, down low. He was blocked. A great defensive play right there. Looking for a foul, but it was all ball. Rebound, though, is to Harrison Hackney. He's all over the place right now, Mark.
He's been all over the place. He's getting rebounds. He's getting all these shots from the perimeter inside. He's been all over the place for Westlake tonight.
8-point lead for Westlake. Less than 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Harrison Hackney's beating Austin High 10-6, and Westlake's beating them 14-6. So Harrison Hackney's having a great senior night right now.
Austin High with it. It's Jeffrey Gary controlling on the point. Dribbles right, but they're going to call a foul on the ground on Isaac Reichley. Westlake fans don't like it, though. They thought that was a good D. Mark, what'd you think? Some contact there?
Jeffrey Gary, though, to try to throw up a shot just to maybe get a shooting foul, but he decided to hold on to it, and it's just going to be on the floor.
Yeah, Austin High's been having trouble getting some shots up lately, so maybe that would have helped them get to the line.
Oh, yeah, they're going to need to get to the line because that's where they're going to get most of their points.
And in the inbounds play was to Tondre King. He threw up a shot on the baseline, but it was no good. Rebound was to Westlake. That's Westlake with it on offense. It's the freshman Luke Plyman controlling it. He came in and replaced Isaac Reichley at the point guard position. Now it's Plyman to Seegers. He got it over to Matt Kelly in the corner. Had position with Goldberg down in the post. Plyman with it again, though. Top of the key, swings it left. Now Plyman's going to take the 3. Top of the key, no good. Looks like he had a good look at that one there, but couldn't get it to fall. It's Jeffrey Gary controlling the point guard duties for Austin High now, working on number 10, Andrew Seegers on Westlake. And that was number 24, Tondre King. Tried to dish it out, but it was blocked by Westlake. They control it now, back on the break.
Right now, it's been really hard for Westlake to get Luke Goldberg involved because every time he posts up, there's always like 3 guys around him. So he's not able to, he's open, but there's 3 guys around him, so it's going to be hard for him to get a shot. So no one really passes it in, but he's a lot bigger than these guys, so he could be able to score.
5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Westlake going to hold for the last shot. That is Matt Kelly up, and his shot's no good. 1 second left. Throw up a prayer from full court. It's Tondre King. That is no good, though. We're going to end the first quarter here at Westlake High School with the Chaparrals leading 14-6 over the Austin High Maroons.
I mean, in this game so far, what we've seen is Westlake's been able to get whatever shot they've wanted. I think they've had like maybe one turnover, but Westlake's been able to get any shot they've wanted up, and they're getting wide open shots from behind the arc, which is great. And Austin High's just been unable to get any good looks going forward in this game. But for Austin High, all they need to be doing is having fun tonight, and that's looks like what they're doing right now.
It looks like Austin High, they usually go with the 8 to 9 man rotation. They've started that so far. Already down 8 with the second quarter about to start now. Mark, how long do you think they stick with this 8 to 9 man rotation, and when do they let that go and kind of start throwing everybody in there and letting the seniors have some fun?
I think they're going to start letting them maybe third, fourth quarter. I think first and second quarter, try to keep it competitive for a while, and then third and fourth quarter, get the seniors in, get them at least a half of good playing time, I would say.
Underway here in the second period, and it starts off with a bang. That's number 55, Matthew Meyer, going for the steal, but they're going to call him for the loose ball foul. Oh, excuse me, they're going to call it on Austin High, number 35, Rafael Ramirez. It's his second personal foul.
Great effort there by Matthew Meyer trying to get the steal there, and now his team has the ball.
We're going to get a foul on the ground. Another offensive foul. Now this time Westlake going to give it right back. That foul's on Lucas Goldberg, jostling for position down low.
I mean, Lucas Goldberg's definitely bigger than this whole Austin High team, and he's definitely a little bit frustrated he's not getting the ball there because he's way bigger than these guys and he could easily post them up, but it's just so hard for him to get involved because there's always like 3 guys around him.
Austin High back on offense. It's Jeffrey Gary with it. He's working on number 10, Andrew Seegers. Dishes back up to Miles Dungy. He's got it top of the key, coming off a screen. Now it's Gooding with it. He goes up in a nice baseline drive, and finally, Mark, they're able to get a nice look there for an easy layup. Great move by
Austin High on that one. Got a great shot, and it was an easy 2-point layup.
That'll cut the deficit down to 6. It's controlled by Westlake. Now Matt Kelly on the right baseline, dribbling it back up. We got it back up to Plyman now on the left, swinging it back over to the right. Oh, that pass is stolen by Miles Dungy. A great steal right there. Looks like Seegers telegraphed his pass all along. Back out baseline now. Great offense right there. That was number 24, Tandre King. He cut left on the baseline and then found another cutter, Rafael Ramirez. On his way to the basket, he went up for the layup and was fouled. 2 shots at the line.
Good foul by Matthew Meyer. Trying not to get him a 4-0 run right there. Make him earn his points at the free throw line.
And set, first free throw up and good. 3 subs coming in now for Westlake. It's Isaac Reichley, Gavin Woodard, and Harrison Hackney all checking back into the game. Second free throw up and good for Ramirez. Cuts their deficit to 4. Reichley back in now, and he'll be controlling the point guard duties. Dishes over to Plyman. Plyman back to Reichley. Over to Hackney. Now to Reichley, top of the key. Thought about that one. Over to Plyman. He puts that one up, and that's good. 3-point basket is good for the freshman, number 45, Luke Plyman.
Playing as a freshman this late in the season, it's not like you're a freshman anymore. You've been playing with this varsity team for a while. You know how everyone's like. You're basically a sophomore or a freshman with experience.
And Jeffrey Gary with a great drive. He dribbles left past a couple Westlake defenders and lays it in. 17-12, Westlake leads, about 6 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Reichley now. 3-ball is up, and it's up. The bank is open. That one off the front of the backboard from the top of the key. 3-point basket's good for Isaac Reichley.
I hope he called that bank, or else that shouldn't be 3 points.
Hey, they're giving it to him anyway, so he must have called it on the court.
He must have.
Now Tandre King with it over to Ramirez on the right baseline. Ramirez dribbles right, going to go up for the reverse layup. That's no good. Not close on that one for Rafael Ramirez.
Good look, good move, good aggressive move. It's just too hard off the glass.
Another 3-ball up for Westlake. That one's no good. That was Gavin Woodard with the 3. Rebounds to Austin High. They're coming quickly on the break. That's number 24, Tandre King with it up, and his layup's no good. Westlake taking it back now. They're pushing it. Speed of the game really picking up now. Reichley dribbled left, got to about the free throw line, lost the ball out of bounds, but it was actually off a Austin High defender, so Westlake will maintain possession.
Austin High is definitely getting some good looks on the offensive side of the court. It's just they're not unable to finish. They're getting all the looks they want right next to the basket. They're just throwing it too hard off the glass every time.
It's Goldberg with it on the right elbow. He dribbles in. They're going to call an offensive foul on him. Bo Kalbacher playing defense. Looks like, Mark, what'd you think there? Goldberg put the elbow out a little bit. To me, it looked like a little bit of a flop. What'd you think?
I mean, anytime you put the elbow out, if I'm a defender, I'm trying to take that charge. So that was, I mean, it probably was a flop, but you're not supposed to do that if you're Lucas Goldberg.
So just a smart defensive play there by Kalbacher.
Smart defensive play, yes.
Austin High with it now, less than 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. It's Kalbacher with it. He dishes off to Tondre King. King back to Kalbacher. Kalbacher was working on number 25, Joe Palmo, who just checked into the game for Westlake. They're going to call a foul on the ground against him.
And going back to that Lucas Goldberg foul, now they're taking him out of the game. I mean, it's a good foul because you get him upset, and he's one of their better players. So if you get Westlake's better players upset, then Austin High can maybe get a chance to get back in this ball game.
Now Austin High on the inbounds play. That's Bo Kalbacher. Missed the layup though. Westlake now back with it on the ensuing possession. And they'll maintain possession after Reichley's pass was knocked away out of bounds. Reichley out to Hackney. Hackney had an open look. Thought about that. He hasn't been shy with the trigger lately, though.
Oh, no, not at all.
Now Joe Palmo's three is up and good. Reichley dribbled to his left. Got to about the elbow, dished it out to Palmo, and Palmo's three up and good. 11-point lead for Westlake now. Austin High back on the possession. That's Tondre King. King out three, no good off the left side of the backboard. Westlake trying to push it now and really break this game open. It's Reichley now out to Hackney.
This is just
Hackney over to Reichley. Reichley, Palmo. Palmo's got Woodard down low. Reichley now, he's going to take that one up. Top of the key, no good, but the offensive board is to Westlake. That's Matthew Murphy. Oh, Murphy dished it into Isaac Reichley. It was a cutter, but they're going to call a travel on it. Basket will not count. Crowd here at Westlake doesn't like it.
I don't know if I like that call either. The senior night, you got to give him a call. I mean, it looked like he got hacked there, too. I didn't think it was a travel anyways.
About 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. Westlake leads by 11. Austin High with the ball. It's Kalbacher. Gave him some space. He's going to take that three, and the three is up and good for Bo Kalbacher. 23-15 now. Westlake leads by 8. Westlake now on offense. Finds a cutter. That's that's Matthew Murphy, who just checked into the game down low. He goes up. Basket is up and good. 3-point play. Looked like there was some confusion between the referees there, but they're going to give him the basket. And he's going to have a chance for the 3-point play.
And the seniors for Westlake are definitely not taking it easy on Austin High tonight. You're seeing Reichley having a great game. Now Matthew Murphy had a great and one 3-point play, and Harrison Hackney has 10 points. So it's great start for these senior Chaparrals tonight.
Yeah, and Murphy's free throw was up and good to convert the 3-point play. Westlake lead back to 11. It's Jeffrey Gary on the ensuing possession. Pulled up from about the 3-point line. That one's no good, though. Westlake ball. Reichley now pushing it. He's going to go up, take it all the way himself, and that is good. Quickly, Coach Andy Dudney for Austin High is going to call a timeout as Westlake extends their lead to 13 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the first half.
Yeah, that last possession, I did not like that shot by Jeffrey Gary. I mean, Austin High's been getting some great looks early on in this game, but that one, this fadeaway three-pointer, they didn't run any offense. It's not a great shot, not a good look. I mean, yeah, you need to shoot three-pointers to get back in this ball game, but that's not a great look for your team, and it's not going to, most of the time, a fadeaway three-pointer is not going to go in, especially with someone right in your grill.
Definitely, and it was a full timeout called there by head coach Andy Dudney, so that's going to take us to a quick break here. Mark, we'll be right back. You're listening to KVRX's coverage of Austin area high school basketball. Back here at Westlake High School, Jeff Barker and Mark Skol on the call for you. Thanks for tuning into this District 14 6A matchup. It's Westlake Chaparrals taking on the Austin High Maroons. About 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Austin High with the ball. That's Jeffrey Gary with it. Now he's got it guarded by number 22, Stephen Rue, just checked into the game for Westlake. They're going to call a foul on the ground on Rue.
You saw Jeffrey Gary shoot that shot after the foul, and he missed it, and an easy layup. It's just this story for the Austin High Maroons tonight. They've just had all these looks, even though this was after the foul. They just hasn't been able to put anything in the basket.
And Gary taking the ball out now is Bo Kalbacher with it. Picks up his dribble top of the key. Good defense by Matt Kelly. And Nick Perez with it. He just checked in the game for the first time for Austin High. Gary's got it. Over to Kalbacher. Kalbacher dribbling right. Dishes out at Sheridan. Sheridan left. Picks it up. Back out to Davis Franklin. Top of the key. He actually took one dribble down. A little pro hop back to make sure that was a three-pointer, and he knocks it down.
Oh, great move right there by Davis Franklin. You got to love that move. Faked him out of his shorts, and he pulled up for the three right in his face. I know they're down 10 still, 28-18, but great shot there.
And Westlake answers back, though. That was Matt Kelly with it under the basket. Dishes out to Harrison Hackney. Hackney knocks down the three. I believe Mark gets 13 points for Hackney, and he only played about half the first quarter, maybe a couple minutes in this quarter, so a couple quick points for him.
He definitely has the high end tonight. It doesn't seem like he's missing any shots, so if I'm Westlake, I'm going to keep giving it to Harrison Hackney.
Yeah, he hasn't been afraid to shoot so far, rightfully so. And he's got it now, top of the key. Ooh, he was about to take that one, but they're going to call an illegal screen, offensive foul. They're going to call it a number 24, Matthew Murphy. It'll be Austin High ball.
Oh, Austin High lucked out on that one. Harrison Hackney was going to have a wide open shot again. And it probably would have been another 2 points for him.
It's Jeffrey Gary controlling the point guard duties. Now Kalbacher now, back out to Gary. Gary with it on the left baseline, dribbles left. He's trapped in the corner. Threw it up, had nothing to do there. Actually threw it up off the wrong side of the backboard because he was trapped. Great defense there by Westlake.
Great defense there by Westlake, but I don't know what he was trying to do there. I mean, Reese tried to throw a pass, but he threw it off the back of the backboard. Or at least try to throw it off like a Westlake defender and try to get the ball out of bounds. I mean, this is your last game of the season. You want to be playing like that.
Westlake will have possession now. It's number 22, Stephen Ryu. Ryu's got it over to Matt Kelly. Kelly coming off the screen from Murphy. Nice give and go right there. He's got Murphy down low. Murphy got a pump fake to get two Austin High defenders in the air and then had an easy layup from the right side to extend the Westlake lead to 15 points with about a minute left to play.
And this Westlake team is definitely looking impressive tonight. Definitely more impressive than when we saw them against Lake Travis earlier this season. They're playing a lot of team ball, getting a lot of looks outside, inside, wherever they want it. They're just annihilating this Austin High team right now.
Bo Kalbacher with 2 free throws after he took it left on the baseline. Went up for it, didn't make it, but was fouled. His first free throw up and good. Kalbacher set, second free throw up and good. 33-20 with a minute and 5 seconds left to play in the first half. That's Stephen Ryu controlling the point guard duties for Westlake. With Matt Kelly now top of the key, dishes over to Hackney. Hackney coming off the screen from Travis Brown. He's got Matthew Murphy down low. Murphy's shot no good, but Ryu with the offensive board was falling to the ground. Dished it out to Kelly, who went back out to Ryu on the left baseline. He dribbled in and was fouled by number 11, Miles Dungy.
Now Westlake has 33 points right now. Like we said, they feel like they're making every single shot offensively. They only averaged 24 points in the first half this season. They already have 33 right now. So it's been a great start for them offensively to this game.
40 seconds left to go. Westlake with the ball. It's Hackney. Hackney over to Brown. Brown's got it. Ryu slowing things down now for for Westlake. Under 30 seconds left to play. Mark, you think they're going to hold for the last shot here?
They're definitely going to hold for this last shot. Try to get one last shot going into half and not give Austin High any momentum going into halftime.
It's Hackney with it now. Kalbacher coming up and picking up. Tightening the defense for Austin High. Ryu with it now. Back over to Hackney. Hackney trapped, but he's got Ryu. Ryu's going to be able to go up for the easy layup with 5 seconds left. Austin High still going to have some time here. Put up one last shot. We'll throw up from half court. That shot was off the mark and no good. So your score going into halftime will be the Westlake Chaparrals 35 and the Austin High Maroons 20.
Austin High, I mean, it's their last game of the season. They're definitely coming out with great effort, it's just not going in the basket. I mean, that's the main story. They're getting good looks in. It's just this Westlake team is a lot much better than this Austin High Maroons team. And you're seeing it on both sides of the ball. I mean, defensively, Austin High's not being able to stop Westlake, and they're averaging 24 points and a half, and already have 35. And on defense, Austin High's not on offense. Austin High's not getting their best looks all the time, but they're still getting looks. They're just not being able to finish.
Well, and the X factor for Westlake so far has been Harrison Hackney. He's been the guy with, I think, 13 points to this point, 13 of their 35. So he's kind of been the guy that's been the spark for them, got them going early on. He hasn't even played that many minutes, but what have you seen from Hackney and some of these other guys on Westlake so far?
Well, we're seeing, I think Hackney's I think it's everybody. I'm not sure if it's just Hackney, but they're all putting in a lot of effort. This is the last home game in front of this crowd ever for these seniors, and they're going for that extra effort. They're putting that extra effort forward, getting any rebound possible, and just extending their possessions on offense, and that gives them a lot of open shots. And you're seeing Harrison Hackney take advantage of those opportunities.
One for Austin High. Not sure if they're going to get back into this one. We kind of knew coming into this one that they were the undermatched team. They were the underdog coming into it. They're down 15 now. They were only down 8 to begin the second quarter, but it only put up 6 points in the first quarter. So what do you see from them offensively if them go from scoring 6 points in the first quarter, putting up 14 in the second?
Well, they definitely improved offensively in the second quarter, and you saw it in the first quarter. They're getting good looks. They just weren't going in. In this quarter, they're getting the looks, and they're making them. It's just that's the difference with this team tonight, or in that second quarter. It's just they're making their shots and put up some threes, and they're just hustling a little bit more than they did in the first quarter.
We're listening to Jeff Barker and Mark Skol here on the call on the Mixler app for KVRX Sports, KVRX 91.7, the student UT radio station on campus. This is a District 14 6A matchup. Halftime from Westlake High School. It's Westlake Chaparrals 35, the Austin High Maroons 20. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Welcome back into the broadcast. We're here at Westlake High School for the Westlake Chaparrals, hosting the Austin High Maroons. Westlake coming into this one 18-10, 10-5 in district play, 4th in the district. Austin High coming in with no playoff chances, 13-14, 5-10 in district, and 7th overall in district play. Just a couple minutes here before we start the second half. It's Westlake leading Austin High 35-20. I'll welcome Mark Skol back into the broadcast. Mark, you want to update us a little bit on the Westlake playoff situation here? As we said, Austin High, they're out of the playoffs for this year. To mention, as you mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, for the first time in 6 years, and the first time since Andy Dudney took over as head coach 6 years ago. Westlake, on the other hand, update us on their playoff situation.
Well, right now they're in the 4th seed in this playoff, in this district. So if they win this game, like it looks like they will, they'll be in the running for 3rd place. It just depends how Anderson plays against Bowie tonight. If Anderson loses against Bowie, then it will be a coin toss for that 3rd seed and 4th seed. But if Anderson wins, then Westlake will be the 4th seed in this district.
Well, not officially a coin toss yet, but Mark, you talked to head coach Robert Lucero before the game, and he said he talked to head coach Dan Pitzer from Anderson, and that's the way they're leaning, right?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I said earlier, if it's me, I would want to play to see who's actually 3rd place, to battle it out for that 3rd place spot. But in this case, for the coaches, in the coaches' perspectives, if they played a one-game playoff between Westlake and Anderson, that would give the other teams who possibly play them in the playoffs to scout them before playoffs, and they don't want that to happen. So a coin toss looks like what would happen if Anderson does indeed lose tonight, and if Westlake wins tonight.
All right. Well, real quick before we continue, see anything changing here? Westlake up by 15, or this is how we're going to see this one end, you think?
I mean, you never know in basketball. Austin High could go on a shooting spree, but it looks like Westlake has this game under wraps.
All right, in second half underway. It's controlled by Westlake. They get it down into the post of Goldberg. Goldberg hands it off to Reichley. Reichley up, dribbles under, dishes out. Back now to Matt Kelly, who finds a nice pass under there. Dangerous pass, though, to Lucas Goldberg, and Goldberg's layup is up and good.
I think that was Lucas Goldberg's first basket of the game. Finally gets involved. It's just been tough for him. He's been in foul trouble, and he's he's been doubled on the defense on the offensive side of the ball too.
And it's Miles Dungy throwing it away for Austin High, and just like that, then it's Harrison Hackney throwing it away. It's stolen by Bo Callbacker. Callbacker over to Dungy. Dungy's cross-court passes to Franklin. Franklin goes up. No, it looked like he thought he might have been fouled there, but it's stolen by Matt Kelly, and Westlake back now out on the break. It's Reichley. Reichley over to Hackney. Hackney dribbles left. Passes over to Seegers. Seegers over to Kelly now. Kelly's floater is no good off the back of the rim. And it's Franklin with the rebound for Austin High. Over to Callbacker, who dishes over to King. King loses the ball down low, going up for a layup. And it's Westlake now on the break. Passes up to Hackney, and Hackney's layup is good.
On that last previous possession for Westlake, gotta love that ball movement. Even though Kelly wasn't able to knock down that jumper inside the paint, great ball movement by Westlake, and we've been seeing this all night. They're looking like the San Antonio Spurs out there. No one's selfish out there, and everyone's getting a good look at the basket.
And Westlake starting to break this one open now. Callbacker for Austin High had a three, but it was no good. Likely now down low to Goldberg. Goldberg tried to find the cutting Matt Kelly. Couldn't find him, though, but it was off an Austin High defender. Will remain Westlake ball, likely taken out under the basket. And he goes off to Andre King. Didn't go for the layup, though. Decided to take it back out baseline. Oldest trick in the book right there.
No one was getting open, and that's what he had to do. It looked like a old Jason Kidd trick.
There's Reichley penetrating the defense, dishing out to Kelly. Kelly's three, no good. Offensive rebound almost corralled by Hackney, but Hackney can't get it. Austin High on the break. It's Callbacker with the cross-court pass to Franklin. Franklin shot up and good. Battle 15-footer right there for two.
Nice move right there by Bo Callbacker to get that good one going.
Hackney now with it for Westlake. He's got Goldberg underneath. Goldberg using his size to his advantage. Two-pointer no good, but he gets his own rebound and finds a cutting Matt Kelly right there. Great hustle play right there for Lucas Goldberg to get it back, and heads-up play by Kelly to cut the lane.
Story of the night for Westlake. They've just been hustling on the offensive glass, getting extra opportunities, and you saw them finish getting another shot there.
Just like that, though, nice offensive play was Tandre King dishing right, and then the no-look pass over to number 31, Nick Perez, for his first basket of the night. Westlake up by 17, 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this one. And Lucas Goldberg's shot is good from the baseline. That was off the assist from Isaac Reichley.
I mean, like we said earlier, Westlake can get numbers from anybody. We saw Harrison Hackney getting involved early in this game, and now it looks like Lucas Goldberg's getting a lot of shots up for him. I mean, it's just pick your poison with this team. It's like who's gonna hit the shot on you next. Like, you never know. It could be Hackney, could be Reichley, could be any of these guys.
And with 5 minutes, 2 seconds left to go in the third quarter, head coach Andy Dudney going to call a quick 30-second timeout. So, Mark, Westlake comes out here, start out hot. They're up 15. They go up by 21 at one point. Now they're up 19. It seems like every time Austin High gets something going on offense, they can't get it back on defense, and Westlake is always able to come down and get that basket back.
Oh, yeah, it's the story of the night. Westlake's just been, whenever Austin High goes on a 2-0 run, Westlake goes on a 4-0 run. So it's just Westlake always outmatches Austin High in every aspect of the game.
Back to the action now. It's Dungy who dished it over to Rafael Ramirez. His three was up, no good. Westlake with the rebound. Reichley now over to Goldberg in the post. Goldberg faces up. Nice position right there. Throws up a little jump shot. Gets a touch off the glass. It hit the back of the rim and then off the glass. In for two. Westlake's lead up to 21 now. Dungy with it for Austin High.
Goldberg now with 6 points in the quarter.
Justin Hamill making his first appearance for Austin High. Callbacker had it on the left perimeter behind the three-point line. Made a move right, then went back to his left, but it looks like he moved his feet a little too much before he put the ball down on the floor. They're going to call it travel. 4 minutes, 25 seconds left to play. Westlake leads 21 here in the third quarter. Reichley controlling it now. Coming off the screen from Kelly. Lowers his shoulder and dribbles in. Now dishes out to Seegers. Seegers' three is good. And Mark, now with Westlake up by 24 with 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter, you got to start thinking that Coach Lucero is going to be thinking ahead to playoffs now, probably going to take some of his starters out.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to get hurt in a game like this, especially when you're up 24. You're double their score, 48-24 right now. It's not a very good chance Austin High comes back in this one, but you want to get your players healthy for the playoffs and maybe get some of these guys who don't get a lot of playing time, like Reed Weiss and Travis Brown, some extra playing time in that game on senior night, the last game at Westlake High School.
And with 3:49, it'll be Justin Hamill shooting 2 shots. He dribbled in, went up with the left hand, but he was fouled. Set first free throw up and good. It'll be Andrew Seegers checking out of the game for Westlake. He'll be replaced by the freshman Matthew Meyer. Westlake lead at 23 now. Second free throw up and good for Justin Hamill. First 2 points of the game for him. Westlake with it now. Reichley still in the game, controlling the point guard duties. Now we'll get it into Meyer down low in the post. Working on King. Out to Reichley. Reichley's 3 is up and good to make it 51-26, a 25-point lead for Westlake. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Gary's got it now. Dishes out to Franklin for Austin High. Back out to Gary. Gary's 3 is up. No good. Matt Kelly's got the rebound, and he's pushing it. Doesn't have numbers, though. It's 2-on-2 on the break. He'll pull it back out. I want to dribble it back in now, all the way over to his right, and a nice move right there. Looked like he was going to pull it back out after going down on the fast break. Dribbles around to his right. Easy layup right there. 53-26 with 3 minutes left to go in this one. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Now it's Tondre King for Austin High. Dribbled up to the free throw line. Shot up and no good. Rebound is to Matt Kelly. Pushing it again. Now he finds Lucas Goldberg on the right side. Goldberg's shot up, no good. Gets his offensive rebound, though. Out to Reichley, top of the key. Now to Kelly. It's Goldberg with it. Goldberg hands it off to Matthew Meyer. Matthew Meyer dribbled right into the lane. Lost the ball, though. And it's Justin Hamill taking it out for Austin High. And his left-handed layup is up and good. And he's going to have a chance at a three-point play.
Nice move by Hamill right there. Got a good and one. And 2 guys on Austin High were down on the other side of the court, so he didn't have numbers at all, and he was still able to finish and get the foul.
Didn't even look to pass the entire time. He knew he was taking it all the way himself. With the left
he knew he was going to make it, too. He had that confidence. You'd like to see that in his last game of his season and the last game of his career.
And he's able to complete the three-point play. That gives him 5 points on the game now. Still a 24-point lead for Westlake, though. They're back on the offensive. Plyman checked in the game for Westlake. He's got it now. Over to Matt Kelly on the right side behind the three-point line. Decides not to take a screen from Gavin Woodard. Still got it, dribbling it around the perimeter. Back now up top of the key, working on Davis Franklin. Dishes it over to Plyman. Plyman dribbling right, coming off the screen. Ooh, nice spin move back to his left. Dribbled right off the screen from Matthew Meyer.
That's the future right there. The 2 freshmen, they're going to be the guys leading this Chaparral team in the future. And just a little taste of the future right there.
That was a taste of the future. I like what I see if I'm Coach Lucero.
Oh, yeah.
Austin High back with it. Rafael Ramirez's right-handed layup is no good. Controlled by Westlake. Minute 40 left to go, and it's Reichley taking it all the way to the basket. Going up with the left hand, but he's fouled by Ramirez. He'll have 2 shots at the line.
Westlake is just getting everything they want. I mean, it's a great job for them, especially on their senior night. All these fans in here. It's a great way to end your career here at Westlake High School.
Reichley's first free throw up and good. It looks like he'll check out immediately after this play, and that'll probably be the last time we see him tonight.
Yeah, if I'm Austin High, if I'm Coach Andy Dudney, I'm trying to get all these seniors who normally don't play, and the seniors who do play, just because this is their last time. All the juniors like Rafael Ramirez will be back next year and will have another season with this team, but these other seniors, it's their last game ever to put on this maroon uniform.
And Reichley does check out. We'll see if that was the last time we see him. Austin High back with it now. Callbacker goes up for it.
It's kind of surprising that Coach Lucero hasn't put in the normal bench guys. I mean, I guess he thinks this Austin High team still has some gas left in the tank to come back in this one, but we haven't seen many of their bench players coming in this one yet.
And it'll be Gary taking it out for Austin High. He's got a man, that's number 21, Jordan Youngblood, who just checked in. Youngblood passes back to Gary. Gary went up for the layup, but he was blocked. And it was actually knocked out by him as he was trying to corral it. It'll be Westlake ball with a minute 20 to play here in the third quarter. And they lead by 28. Matt Kelly with it now. He's looking for Plyman, but good defense there from Gary. Westlake slowing it down now. It's Stephen Ryu. Ryu dishes over left to Plyman. Plyman Dribbling across the baseline, he gets trapped but dishes it back out. That's Gavin Woodard with a 3 up, and it was no good. Well, the fans really wanted that one there. They all
team wanted it too. Team wanted it too. Maybe I think he's a guy who doesn't get that much playing time. They wanted to see him have some success.
Austin High on the offensive side of the ball. Now it's Justin Hamill. It's been pretty dynamic since he came in. Almost throws the ball away, but it's corralled by Gary. Gary dished over back to Hamill, and then Hamill got it to Davis Franklin, and Franklin's layup was good.
Just like they drew it up, off the defense, back to him, and easy layup. That's how they drew it up, right?
Yeah, it was about time Austin High got one, though.
Oh, yeah, they needed one.
Now 20 seconds remaining in the period. Looks like Westlake will surely hold for the last shot. It's Ryu with it, working on Hamill. Dishes it over to Kelly. Kelly faked the handoff back to Ryu, coming off the screen from Woodard. Ryu with it now, back out to Kelly. Kelly dribbles left off the screen from Meyer. He'll pull up, and he makes the shot as the clock expires. There's about a second left on the clock. We didn't know if he was going to get it off when Kelly put up that shot on the left baseline, but he was able to get it up and knocked it down. Your score at the end of the third quarter is Westlake 59, Austin High 31. You're listening to this District 14 6A matchup and KVRX's coverage of Austin Area High School basketball. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter. Back here from Westlake High School, Jeff Barker and Mark Skol here with you on the call. Quick start to the third quarter. It was Westlake almost stealing the inbounds pass from Austin High, and then Austin High and Jeffrey Gary taking it all the way to the basket. Foul on the ground, so they'll take it out of bounds. Down 28 points here. Gary's going to take it out. Got it out to Hamill. Hamill hands it back off to him. Gary creates some space on the dribble there, but no good. That shot's long. Ooh, with a lucky rebound, falls back in the hands of Jordan Youngblood. He just checked into the game for the first time in the third quarter, and he gets his first 2 points.
Right place, right time. You gotta love it.
7:30 left to play here. That's another shot up from Matt Kelly. That's the shot we saw him make at the end of the third quarter as the buzzer expired from the other side of the court. Couldn't get it, though. Austin High back on the break now, and that's Davis Franklin with the pull-up 3 from the left side. 62-36. Left to, with 7 minutes left to play here in the game now. It's Westlake getting it inside to the freshman Meyer. Meyer faces up, dribbles to his right, back to his left. A nice move there, and he's able to put in the easy layup.
Oh, he had a great move right there. He used his pivot foot well, and he was able to get a nice, easy look at the basket.
Westlake's lead at 25 now. Callbacker dribbling in. They're going to call a foul. They're going to call that a shooting foul. Looked like a block on the ground to me. I don't know about you, Mark, but they're going to give Bo Callbacker 2 shots at the line.
Coach Lucero is not happy with that call or not happy with his players. This team, this Austin High team is on a 5-0 run to start this quarter off. Now 6-0 after that made free throw, and Coach Lucero is not happy. He feels like his team should be putting the gas, his foot on the pedal from beginning to end, no matter how big the lead is.
Number 24, Matthew Murphy, and number 25, Joe Palmo, checking into the game for Westlake. That second free throw is up and good. 61-38 your score with 6:51 left to play in the game here at Westlake High School.
And Jeff, I don't know about you, but when I see these headbands, yeah, it's a lot of fun, but I don't know if these headbands are that intimidating to this Westlake team.
Well, definitely not now. Maybe a little bit at the beginning of the game.
I don't know, if I see a team full of a team wearing headbands walking in the gym, I'm not going to be as scared.
But a great defensive play by Austin High. It was Justin Hamill stealing the pass, taking it all the way. Westlake defense caught up with them. They're going to call the foul on Stephen Ryu. It was a shooting foul, so it'll be 2 shots at the line for Justin Hamill. Hamill set for a shot up. In and out and back in. 61-39.
And Austin High is definitely cutting this lead a little bit. Definitely starting this fourth quarter strong.
And second free throw up and good. Cuts the deficit to 21. And right after that, Coach Andy Dudney wants a timeout.
And like I said, Austin High definitely started this fourth quarter strong. They're definitely playing with a lot more intensity than they've shown this whole game. So it's good to see them play with the last intensity in their last quarter of the season.
And Mark, this is the fourth game we've done together this semester, and I feel like we kind of lucked out in the first game. We had that close game where it came down to last second not a last-second shot, a missed last-second shot, a three-point game. And then now we've had a couple of blowouts here, but let's get back to this one. It's 61-40, about to start play again here in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the game. What do you think Westlake's thinking here? Are they just trying to get as many guys in as they can, or are they trying to try some new things they would normally try before playoffs?
Looks like Westlake is trying to get some new guys in, that guys who normally don't play, just because, they're up 21. There's a very unlikely chance that Austin High comes back in this game. Want to get some guys some playing time that wouldn't see playing time, because once the playoffs start, they're probably not going to be seeing playing time. You're going to be seeing these main guys playing. But it's senior night, so you got to get the seniors involved too.
It's Westlake on offense. Gavin Woodard had a chance with a reverse layup with his left hand. Couldn't get it to go. And then Matthew Murphy actually corralled his offensive rebound. Went up for the shot, no good. It's going to be out of bounds on Austin High. Westlake will maintain possession. It'll be Ryu taking it out of bounds. Gets it out to Palmo. Now back up, Plyman, top of the key. Plyman pulled up at the elbow, thought about the shot, but dishes back out to Palmo. Now it's Ryu holding it. Palmo now, he's going to take a three. That shot is up, and it's good. Good looking shot right there. He dribbled right. The defense backed off, so he pulled up and knocked down the three.
Looks like this Westlake team was watching the All-Star Weekend three-point contest this weekend. It seems like they're making everything from behind the arc.
Getting their Russell Westbrook on there.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, everybody.
It was Bo Callbacker on the ensuing possession, knocking down the layup for Austin High. Westlake pushing it now. You see these guys that don't normally get in trying to light up the stat sheet as much as they can.
They know this is their time to shine, and they're definitely taking advantage of it. You saw Palmo hit that three-pointer on his last possession. Everyone's looking to get involved on this next one.
It was Plyman left, coming off the screen from Woodard. Dribbled left, picked up that dribble, and then they're actually going to call a travel on him. It'll be Austin High ball. 5 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in this one. Westlake leads by 22. You're listening to KVRX's coverage of Austin Area High School basketball. Jeff Barker and Mark Skol here with you tonight. It's District 14 6A matchup. Less than 5 minutes to go now. Austin High with it, and a nice find right there. Miles Dungy finds number 10, Justin Hamill, in the backdoor cut, and he's able to put the layup in. Good play right there from Austin High.
Too little, too late, though. Wish they would have come out with this intensity early in this game. Maybe it would have been a little bit closer. But it's still good to see this effort late in the game in their last quarter of the season. And if I'm Coach Lucero, I know this game's kind of a blowout, 20-point lead right now, but there's 4:40 left to focus on Austin High. Then it's time to focus on playoffs. And if I'm Coach Lucero, I'm not looking at the playoffs until this game is over, because they're still playing the game. They still got to respect this Austin High team.
Definitely, and it's a chance maybe for him to, even with some of the guys that don't normally get in, to try some things that, normally wouldn't be seen by a team that would be scouting them for a playoff game.
Yeah, definitely. And then you're seeing Luke Plyman getting involved, getting this shot at the line. You're seeing Luke Plyman and Matthew Meyer get a little bit more playing time than usual, just because they're going to be, that's the future, the two freshmen. So it's good to see them getting involved too.
Yeah, and important minutes for those guys. Plyman's first shot is up and good from the free throw line. Set for the second free throw, it's up, and that one's good. Nothing but net. Nice two cool, calm, cool, and collected, right there for the freshman. Knocks down the two free throws. Austin High with it now. It's Justin Hamill. Hamill with a nice move right there. Fake to his right, to his left, dribbling across the court with his left hand and made the left-handed layup. They're going to give him that one and the foul.
It's the magic of the headband, Jeff.
Hey, it's working for him right now.
It's working for him right now.
For the rest of his teammates, not as much.
Maybe it just works for one guy. Maybe that's the whole deal with the magic of the headband. But he's had some great looks this quarter.
Hamill can't convert the three-point play. That free throw is long off the back of the iron. And Hamill's a guy that we've seen come in here play really aggressively since he checked in, and a guy that we didn't see necessarily start the game or really get much playing time when it was close.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely taking advantage now of these last few minutes.
And it's Joe Palmo controlling it now for Westlake. They're going to call foul on the ground on number 11, Miles Dungy. It'll be Joe Palmo taking it out of bounds for Westlake. Plyman with it, top of the key, working on Franklin. Now Jernigan. It's Matthew Jernigan who just checked into the game. His first playing time for him. Lyman now over to Travis Brown. Brown hasn't seen much playing time today, the second time he's been in the game. Now it's Jernigan with it. Dribbled left, looks like he had some space, but he was fouled. They're going to call that one on the ground on number 10, Justin Hamill. Hamill closed quickly on there, out of control, but pretty good defense there to
pretty good defense, showing some aggression, trying to get some more points for this Austin High team. Just a little bit too hard on the foul right there.
And it's Jernigan. His three is up, and it's no good. Joe Palmo almost had the offensive board. They're going to call a foul. It's going to be an over the back on number 11, Miles Dungy. Two quick ones on Dungy right there. Not that it matters, though. 3:35 remaining in this one. 20-point lead for Westlake. That's Palmo now looking for another three, and he knocks that one down. Palmo is 2 for 2 from the line. 6 points for him on the night.
He's looking really good. This Westlake team, they average only 56 points a game. They already have 69. They're definitely putting it on Austin High tonight. This definitely looks good going into the playoffs, too. Showing a good offensive effort and a good defensive effort in their last game before playoffs. It's great to see before playoffs.
And Justin Hamill, guarded by Matthew Jernigan, dribbled to his left, and they're going to call the defensive foul on the ground, but Westlake in the bonus, so it's going to be a 1-and-1 situation here for Justin Hamill.
Cameron Willis checking in, getting his first playing time of the night. 6'4" junior, 190 pounds.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good by Hamill. And Coach Lucero told us before the game that if they were up by a lot in this one, he wanted to get every single one of the guys into the game and make sure all 17 of the players on his roster played in this one. And not easy getting 17 guys in there, even when you're blowing team out, to get that many guys significant playing time.
Oh, it's tough. 17 good players on the team, and you only play 5 at a time, so there's always going to be 12 on the bench, so it's got to be tough to get all these guys in. But Lucero's doing a good job of getting these guys in now, and we're seeing guys like Cameron Willis get in, and Joe Palmo get some time, and now it looks like Stephen Odinsi will be checking in as well for the Chaparrals.
Yeah, Stephen Odinsi, number 33, the junior. As you said, Mark, that'll be the first time he's checked into the game. Joe Palmo checking out for Westlake. He went 2 for 2 from 3, 6 points for him, a guy that you don't normally see get out there, not much on the floor.
He got his points, and now Coach Lucero's taking him out and letting some other guys get their opportunity.
Stephen Ryu controlling the point guard duties for Westlake. Now it's Cameron Willis with it down low. He's going to lose it, though. That's stolen by Davis Franklin. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the game. Westlake leads 69-48.
Cameron Willis had the opportunity to get a good hook shot, and he's just maybe a little bit nervous getting some playing time against in his arena with his big crowd, but he definitely had a good look at the basket if he decided to take that shot.
And it's Jernigan trying the three again. No good. He tried one from the same spot on the other side of the floor a couple minutes ago, but couldn't get that one to go. Now it's Jordan Youngblood for Austin High. They came out quickly on the break after the rebound. That was Justin Hamill dribbling to his right and then dishing it back over to the left side.
He had the no-look pass, too. You saw the Austin High bench get a little bit hyped for that one. It was definitely exciting. Definitely one of the more exciting plays that this Austin High team has seen tonight from what has been a very disappointing game or disappointing end to their season.
And I don't know about you, Mark. This is kind of what we expected to see. It's Westlake leading 69-50. Less than 3 minutes to go in the game. Mark, like I said, this is what we expected to see, but I've been pretty impressed with one guy in particular on Austin High, and that's number 10, Justin Hamill. He's come in and he's been poised and collected out there. He's done a great job of controlling the ball and putting up some good points. He's at 10 points for the game now.
Well, he definitely knows that this is his last game of his career, and he's definitely playing like it. He's playing like no regrets. He's playing with no regrets, playing with intensity, and you're seeing it result on the court. He's dishing out assists, getting extra offensive rebounds, and now he has 10 points. He's in double digits, so definitely great to see for Austin High. And Westlake, this is the most points they've scored in a game in their last 15 games. So Westlake's definitely putting it on Austin High tonight, and it's definitely a great end to a season right before playoffs, too.
Yeah, and Austin High, they're not necessarily known for their offense, but they're no slouch on defense. You know?
Oh, yeah, they're no slouch on defense. So Westlake is just, I mean, we said earlier that they're making like every single three-point shot, and you're seeing it from everyone too. It's pick your poison with this team. Anyone can get involved.
Clock under 2 minutes now. It's Travis Brown for Westlake. He'll put up his three, and that one's good. The first 3 points for Brown. Brown knocked down that three in the left corner, right in front of the Westlake bench. As soon as he saw it go in, he turned around and got a little congratulations from his teammates.
And he smiled a little bit too. It was great to see from a guy who normally doesn't get that much playing time. Great to see a guy having some fun out there in the last 2 minutes at home.
And that was number 30, Travis Brown, one of the 8 Westlake seniors honored before the game, who, like you said, doesn't get too much playing time, but good to see him knock down that three. It'll be one-on-one opportunity on the other end for Austin High. It's number 11, Miles Dungy. They're in the double bonus now. He misses the front end of those free throws. Second free throw up, and that one's no good as well. Offensive board is to Justin Hamill, though. And now it's Dungy, top of the key, and right just like that, he knocks that one down. Couldn't knock down the two free runs. The two free ones, but then he gets one. Look at a three-pointer off the offensive rebound at the top of the key, and he knocks it down easily.
I'm sure he'd definitely rather make a three-pointer than 2 free throws, that's for sure.
I don't know if that's the way he drew it up, but it worked out for him. Ooh, and a nice little hook shot right there that we saw from Willie Gooding. Wasn't good, though, but it was guarded heavily by 2 guys, and had a good look at it, but couldn't knock it down.
Cameron Willis, this is the second time he's gotten the ball down low and had a good look at the basket. He's just not taking the shot.
It's 1 minute left to go. It's Jernigan putting up his third shot. I don't know about you, Mark, but he's put up 3 shots now. Been close on all 3 of them. I want to see him get those points.
Me too. Want to see everyone score for these teams in their last game at home. I mean, they're definitely getting the opportunity to, too. So at least he's getting that opportunity to take these shots.
And less than a minute to go in the game now. 19-point lead for Westlake. They control it on offense. It's Travis Brown with it. It's back out to Jernigan. Jernigan had a chance at it. Thought he was going to put that one up. Now it's O'Dunsey down to Jernigan. And it looks like Westlake isn't looking to shoot now. Looks like they might be trying to run out as much clock as they can. Austin High in the trap on Ryu.
Austin High trying to get some last possessions in before their season ends. Only 43 seconds left of their season. They definitely want to get a good shot up.
It was Miles Dungy and Davis Franklin guarding Ryu out maybe about 5 to 10 feet beyond the three-point line. They fouled him. It's going to be a 1-and-1. Front end of the 1-and-1, no good. Almost got his own offensive rebound, but that was Jordan Youngblood. Got the board. Hamill pushing it now. He's going to pull up from NBA range there. That's no good. Shot is long. Rebound to Travis Brown. 31 seconds left to play in this one. Westlake pushing it up. And that's going to be a layup for Stephen O'Dunsey. He's going to get his first 2 points of the game for the junior forward.
And everyone's getting involved for this Westlake team tonight.
Now with 18 seconds left, it's Miles Dungy tossing up a 3 from way out there, and it's good. 10 seconds left to go in this one. Should see Westlake just run the clock out. So Dunzy with it. Austin High in a press, but it's Ryu. So he's going to dribble this one out. 3, 2, 1. Clock will expire. Here at Westlake High School in this District 14 6A matchup, the last regular season game of the season for all the teams in the district. It's the Westlake Chaparrals beating the Austin High Maroons 74-56. Your final score.
I mean, it's great to see Westlake end the season like this, and great to see Austin High end the season like this. I mean, not a great end to the season, but had fun with the headbands and gave a great effort. And now, what's disappointing for Austin High is it's time for off-season, which is always a tough time of the year. You always like playing in the season better. It's a lot more excitement going around the school. And now it's off-season. It's going to be a lot of hard days after school, hard days during practice. So I'm sure they're not looking forward to the off-season.
Well, like we talked about before the game, not necessarily the way they wanted to end the season. And Mark, you mentioned it. They got a lot of time left to think about this one with the off-season coming up. But they do have some stuff to look forward to. Head coach Andy Bedney told us that the JV team has only lost 2 games, and we saw a little bit of that game before we were out here. We saw third and fourth quarter, and that team does look pretty good, so they do have some things to look forward to.
They definitely look good, and they were able to beat the Westlake's JV team, so maybe next time they're here, they'll take a victory home.
Now for this Westlake team, they get the win tonight. Now, if they want a chance at that third place spot and the coin flip, to get the better seed in the playoffs, they need Bowie to knock off Anderson tonight. We don't have a score on that one yet. That one just got underway. It started a little bit after our game here. But let's assume, if we're just going to go with conventional thinking here, who we think is going to win, just going by the records, say Anderson gets that win, and then 3 and 4 in the district, the last 2 teams to get in, are going to be Anderson in that 3 spot, Westlake in that 4 spot. Most likely Westlake taking on either McNeil or Pflugerville from District 13 6A. How good of a chance are you giving this Westlake team? I know we've only seen them play twice. How good of a chance are you giving them to make a playoff run here?
Well, if they play like they did tonight, I can definitely see them advancing a couple of rounds in the playoffs. I mean, you saw them tonight able to hit every single shot from behind the arc, it seemed like. So if they're able to do that, the only thing is they should be able to contend well in the playoffs. But what's a problem for this team is that they lack size. And when we saw them play like Travis, when they played a team with size, they were unable to get some great shots up and good looks in, and they lost by 20 points. So if they play a team like Austin High who doesn't have size like Travis does, I think they definitely have a chance to move on well into the tournament.
Okay, well, and let's talk about the first and second place teams in the district. Lake Travis right now in first place. They're half a game above Hayes. We haven't covered a Hayes game this year, haven't seen them play, but from Lake Travis, we know they're either going to finish first or second in the district. They should get a matchup they shouldn't have too much of a problem with in the first round. They'll obviously want that first place seed so it'll be an even easier matchup, but do you think they're a team that can make a run in the playoffs going forward?
Well, if Jake Buda's on my team, I definitely think he can make a run. I think Jake Buda is a great player, and people around him aren't half bad either. You've seen Michael Rivera get involved too, and you've seen Tate Searle. All these guys get involved, just like Westlake. It's like pick your poison with this Lake Travis team. But since Jake Buda's on this team, an all-state player, I think they definitely have a chance to go far in the tournament. And I think Coach Beatty, he's been there a while. He's won 200 games for this team. He's definitely a great coach. I think they've got all the pieces. They just gotta go out and show up and play well.
Are there any final thoughts before we sign off tonight, Mark? We don't know where we're going to be next week. Maybe somewhere Monday for a broadcast. We'll let everyone know about that later. Definitely we'll be somewhere Tuesday for a local playoff game between whoever and whoever. Maybe Westlake, maybe Lake Travis. But any final thoughts on this one or anything in general before we sign off, Mark?
I just want to say congrats to all the players for Austin High and Westlake. A great season for both teams. Didn't have the season Austin High would have liked, but you gotta congratulate these teams on completing a season, having a great time, and just congrats to all the seniors who won't be playing high school basketball again. It's going to be, I know it was tough for me when I found out I couldn't play anymore, so I just want to send my congratulations to them for completing 4 years of high school basketball.
Yeah, and I'll go along the same lines. Congrats to them. And I know, Mark, you said it was tough for you when you realized you couldn't play anymore. See, for me, that happened a long time ago. I'm a few years older than you, and my career ended a little bit earlier in basketball. But it was fun while it lasted. Mark, thanks for joining me on this last month of regular season games that we've done. It's been fun broadcasting alongside you.
Looking forward to playoffs, man. It's going to be a lot. I mean, the atmosphere was great tonight, but the atmosphere during the playoffs is going to be even better, which is going to be even more fun for us.
Definitely, and we'll see where the playoffs take us. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in tonight. It's the Westlake Chaparral beating the Austin High Maroons 74-66 in this District 14 6A matchup. That'll wrap up the regular season. We'll see where we end up for playoffs next week. We'll keep you posted on that. For Mark Skol, I'm Jeff Barker, signing off. Everyone have a good night.